Oh my god, I was just about to say that looks like actual shit, but it doesn't look like shit. So we're good. Uh, let's see. Uh, gonna wait until it actually like starts recording because I want to record this alongside the fact that I am streaming this. How's it going, Goldie? All right, here we go. How's it going, fellas? It's your boy Moist Critic. I mean Prez, and today we're going to be watching some absolute slop, the filthiest fucking video file from the most clickbait Nintendo YouTuber of all time, nin10doland, and we're just gonna jump straight into it, fellas. Uh, Hang on, before I do, I gotta let my entire server know by pinging everyone that I have started streaming. Oh, and I also, hold up, I also have to fucking give them a stream link. This is great. How do I do that? Shit. Um, oh, I'm so stupid. I should have done this earlier. This is on me, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, stop. Now it's echoing. Shit. All right, now we're good. This is on me, fellas. This is on me. Hang on. Fuck. Um, there we go. All right, with that said, let's get into it. All right, there's our first problem of the video, ladies and gents. Um, I should pop this out into a window and put it to like the side. That would be really funny. All right, hang on. I'm gonna, I'm gonna window capture, wrong one. We're gonna do the fucking, nope. It was where the fuck is it? Where is it? It's not even here. Oh man. All right, I'm just gonna have to do, okay, here. I'm just gonna, okay, cancel that. Uh, um, there's a way to do it. I know there's, oh, here we go. Pop it out, pop out chat. There we go. And then I'm just gonna do that. And then window capture properties. There we go. Let's go. We got the chat in the fucking stream. This is epic. This is epic. I'm so happy. I am jumping for joy here, fellas. All right, there we go. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. No, what did I do? Add shit. Add oh, fuck it. All right, whatever. It's there. It's right here. I can just read chat like this. Oh yeah, Mateo, I'm getting paid $0. Nothing's going on. Oh yeah, I paused the video. I was gonna say, this dude is trying extremely hard to like be someone like Kobanermani 456, Sully Pones, and like any other 2010s Let's Play YouTuber. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. The man is failing miserably. 0 out of 10. Oh, yeah, and if you can't hear sound, please let me know so I can fix it. Here we go. Oh, I don't know, man. Okay, this is like the one time this man is gonna get something right. Okay, this is where it all goes downhill from here. It's all gonna go downhill from here. Wait, is there actually no sound? Now I'm gonna actually double check and make sure there's sound. Hold on. Okay, there actually was no sound. My bad. Alright, hold up. It's not... Why the fuck is it not capturing audio properties? Oh, maybe because it's not... I don't get it. Why the fuck? It's saying it's getting audio. What the fuck? That's so weird. That is so weird. Hi, Lavender. Oh, man. Oh, this is great. I'm just gonna remove this one. Fuck, if I even can. Remove. Add. Audio output capture. Whatever's going through my headset. And hope that works.
4 or whatever the next Splatoon is going to be called.
Okay. It's giving our audio. We can barely hear it. Okay. It's giving audio. Audio output capture. Whatever's going through my head.
Or whatever the next Splatoon is going
Okay, now it's working. I had to check to make sure. We are good, fellas. Thank you for bearing with me for a split second. I'm just going to start it all over, and we're going to go from there. We're not too far in, so it should be fine. Alright, like I said earlier, this man is trying to be Kobanermani456. He's trying too hard and failing miserably at it.
After 3 games and 2 DLCs, Splatoon's current story comes to a close. Even Nintendo has come out to say that Splatoon 3 would close the 3-game trilogy off and the story would come to a wrap-up. So who knows?
This is like the single most accurate thing that is said throughout the entire video. From here on out, it's either going to be completely fucking wrong or just flat out stupid. So, this is where it all goes downhill, boys. I don't think we're going to survive.
Where Splatoon 4 or whatever the next Splatoon is going to be called, where it's going to go with the series, and what the story is going to be next, but what we can do right now is sit back and remember the events of the first 3 games, and that's exactly what we're going to do by explaining everything that happens within the lore of Splatoon 1 through 3, including both of the DLCs, Octo Expansion and Side Order. So we'll be going in chronological order, starting from the very beginning and moving all the way to the very end, from the events that led up to Splatoon 1 all the way to the events of Side Order. The story and lore of Splatoon can be very confusing, so I hope to make it easier for everybody to understand today. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite snack, and get ready to dive into the world.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Some of the editing in this video is like pretty good. I'll hand it to you. Bro, this shit got dark. What the fuck?
Our story starts 12,000
What
years
is
ago,
this? What? What the fuck is this? No! No! He's using AI! What the fuck? No! Oh no! He's using computer rendered art pieces!
and it actually deals with us, the humans on planet Earth, where we are on the verge of an apocalyptic fallout. Great wars and conflict are breaking out across the globe, causing destruction amongst the land. Volcanoes are erupting and other natural disasters are tearing up everything, but one nuclear warhead found itself heading to the Antarctica region, where it then melted all of the polar ice caps, resulting in a huge tsunami that...
Okay. I'm gonna need a fact check on this. Silver, since you're here, you know most about the fucking Splatoon lore. Is this fact or is this cap? I know it had something to do with a nuclear warhead, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. I'm pretty sure it didn't land in the middle of the fucking Arctic Ocean. Yeah, Loreman Silver, is this true? This is about to be a factor cap session, fellas. Every time he gets something right, he gets a point. But everything he gets wrong, He gets a bad point. He gets the nega point.
Would cover the globe as rising sea levels began to rise at monstrous rates. Humanity was doomed, and with the rising sea levels, there was hardly any place for them to escape their inevitable extinction. This would be the downfall and extinction of the human race as we knew it, but not for everybody, at least not right away. We do have some survivors, and some of them with their own stories. For instance, one of those survivors being the Professor, whose last plan was to pass down humanity's knowledge to the next intelligent life. In order to do so, he created Tartar, an AI designed with the sole purpose in mind. The Professor would cryogenically freeze the last mammal on Earth, being a small cat named Judd. But the cryogenic chamber was also able to create a clone of Judd, so that way he would not be alone, as he was going to be sealed for over 10,000 years. Some survivors would also make it off the planet via a rocket ship called the Ark Polaris at the very last second. The ship held many of Earth's species that had been put into cryo. Think of this as the Noah's Ark story from the Bible, trying to send humanity and the rest of the animal population to hopefully a new planet. After reaching the edge of the solar system, the rocket was struck by debris and was forced to return to Earth, but ran out of fuel in the process. The Ark Polaris would drift aimlessly in space for 10,000 years.
Oh my god! How did you get this fucking wrong, bro? You're shitting me. Hold up. You're shitting me. Bro, you have it right in front of you. You have it right in front of you. It says for 12,000 years, bro. What are you doing, bro? Unless I'm like freaking out for no particular reason. I'm pretty sure he got that wrong. And the answer is like right in front of him. What? It's right there, bro. For 12,000 years, he had dreamed.
Until eventually it made its way back into Earth's gravitational pull, and as the ship entered the atmosphere and crashed, only one on board survived, and that was bear number 3, being one of the 3 bears obviously held in cryo. And just like the AI made by the Professor, we will also have more on this bear later. Now back to the survivors on Earth. A lot of them would build giant underground facilities to try to live in, well, as long as they could, until eventually they were all wiped out. But one of the group of survivors actually found refuge in a very interesting spot. In the odds of 42,791 to 1, some humans survived. And yes, they took refuge in the very same cataclysmic volcano that caused a lot of their own demise. The volcano was now dormant, so they took refuge deep inside the crater. But also deep within the crater was a pool of seawater that remained from the rising tides. And trust me, this seawater is very, very important to the story. But this refuge would now be known as the home of Alterna for the last of the human race. But probably due to even more rising sea levels and nuclear fallout, they would have to seal themselves down here, presumably forever.
Okay, my bad. I forgot to unmute my mic. This sounds pretty accurate so far. So far, so good. I'll hand him that. He gets a good point.
Alterna was ran by scientists at the time, where they tried to represent old Earth as best as they could. And very similar to the Professor, they wanted to make sure that their progress was saved and it could be passed on to any other race that did end up finding this years later, so they developed a system called the Orca. Now Orca stands for Omniscient Recording Computer of Alterna, which would simply...
Holy shit, he got something else right. That's crazy. That's another point on the board.
Observe and record data for the scientists and just everything that was going on down here. Now that pool of seawater within the crater was actually very important to the scientists because it was teeming with sea life still, and it was here that the scientists were able to experiment on the squids, where they found a way to make liquid crystals from the bodily fluids of the squids. Apparently these crystals had mind-reading...
Okay, I know this is like an editing aesthetic thing right now, but what the fuck is with this typewriting sound in the background? And then he just gives the text the most basic fucking font in the entire world, bro. You could have chosen a better font for this, and yet you chose Arial or Helvetica, the fucking Twitter font. to like put this in, bro. You could have put the fucking Splatoon font if you wanted to. Oh, and the score's like 2-1 right now.
Capabilities that could output imagery that matches the viewer's innermost thoughts. So they used these crystals and covered the walls and roof of Alterna and showed a blue sky and green grass, and actually made people feel like they were still on the earth back outside before all the chaos broke out. And this would always be the only image that would be repeated on the screens, because that's what was on the minds and the dreams of the humans. They would continue to dream about their earth the way it was, back outside, and that's what they missed the most. Eventually, after the scientist, a younger generation would move forward, and their self-greed and wanting to see the real world would be their very demise. The elders had always warned them that they should never leave Alterna because it could have some deadly consequences. But of course, the new young leaders did not listen, so they got to construction on a giant rocket ship to fly away from Alterna's deep underground network of tunnels. However, unfortunately, the energy from the rocket's boosters overloaded the liquid crystals, which caused a violent explosive chain reaction. The shelter that once protected the last of humanity had now become humanity's tomb.
Okay, yeah, so far so good. So far so good. All right, I'll give him that. He gets another good point. All right, so it's like 3-1 right now, yeah? Yeah, 3-1.
After
3-2. Yeah. The good points for leading.
After the explosion of the rocket, the crystals, still containing those feelings of the humans, all plunged into the deep ocean water. Squids, octopi, and other assorted sea creatures in the Alterna waters absorbed these crystals into their bodies. The creatures then began to evolve and developed pulmonary respiration, which is essentially the ability to breathe oxygen, and they developed mobility and other traits of land-dwelling creatures, now adapting and evolving on the surface this time instead of the ocean. The sea creatures would thrive in a world once ruled by man. As the creatures embarked on their journey and grew around the entire world, Alterna and its surrounding areas, now known as the Splatlands or the Land of Fresh Beginnings, would be their home of birthplace where it all began. Squids, octopi, and other sea creatures would now be known as the brand new apex species of the world. 5,000 years later, a prophet squid was born, and he held lots of human characteristics and would be known as the progenitor of the modern day Inkling. He is the reason why all the Inklings and now even Octolings now have human arms, legs, and body proportions. The new intelligent form of squids and octopi with a mad sense of fashion and freshness would now form their own colonies and groups all across the globe.
Okay, we're getting somewhere, right? Yeah, like this is still good. I'm not giving him a point yet. I still gotta see. But like I'm pretty sure we're on the right track still, right? What do we think, chat? Yeah?
We now enter what is known as the mollusk era, and once again, rising sea levels make it hard to fit everyone on land. Even the new Inklings and Octolings need to fight for this remaining piece of land because they can no longer survive in the ocean. Now,
what? Oh shit. Oh my, oh god, fuck. Oh shit. I saw I saw the fucking AI SpongeBob. Nah, bro, this isn't even the SpongeBob Island. You know what this is? You know what this is? Hold up. You know what this is? You're gonna get a laugh at this. It's the fucking island from the JoJo Siwa music video, bro. Look at it. Look at it. That is the fucking island from the JoJo Siwa music video. Like, Like, no cap. Look at the similarities. I'm that's pretty uncanny.
Thanks to their respiratory system and the ability to breathe air, they
Oh yeah,
have
minus
to
a
be on
point.
land in order
We're
to
3
survive.
to 3
The
now.
Inklings, being the squids, and the Octarians, being the octopi, would fight over the remaining land, which eventually led to a series of battles and then the Great Turf War. Captain Cuttlefish and Octavio were both members of their own respected platoons and good friends at one time, with Captain Cuttlefish leading the Inklings and Octavio leading the Octarian army. But later they would become rash enemies in head-to-head in the Great War. Octavio would go on to eventually get severely damaged during battle and lose his humanoid form as he stuck in octopus form due to injuries during the war. During the war, Captain Cuttlefish led a group of brave Inklings known as the Squidbeak Platoon. This group of Inklings would be the turning point of the war and eventually bring them grand victory. Cuttlefish's platoon consisted of 4 additional party members. That included Judd the Cat, a male Inkling, a female Inkling, and Moses Schellendorf, which is actually the grandfather of Incoplus's modern-day weapons designer Sheldon, so it was a pretty good chance that he was also the weapons expert of the Squidbeak platoon back in the Great War. And on a side note, he would also get his own museum named after him, being the Schellendorf Institute, which is pretty much also working as a turf war battle map.
Wait, chat, is this accurate? If it is, I didn't know that. Is this true? Because, okay, yeah, a Moses Schellendorf. Okay, that makes sense. I think that is true. Yeah. Okay, it's true? Alright. Yeah, it's kind of weird for him to, like, bring this up in the middle of the fucking, like, just, yeah, it's strange.
As well. The first big battle of the war would mark a win for the Octarian forces, because, no joke, the Inklings could not wake up early enough for the battle. Yeah, that's a real thing. But the Octarians had a huge help thanks to their great octo weapons, which gave them the slight advantage over the Inklings, and they were able to quickly storm the Inklings' central stronghold, but due to a plug being carelessly pulled from its socket, they ended up losing the war. Now, none of the games actually expands on what this means, so I'm guessing that their octo weapons actually had giant cords that would be plugged into sockets, because they couldn't run on any other energy besides electricity, so yeah, that was ultimately their downfall. And that goes to show you, don't always rely on technology. This would ultimately cause them to lose the war, as the superior number of limbs also helped give the Inklings an edge up in victory. The Octarians would be forced underground, where they took refuge in the underground networks that were actually created and inhabited by the surviving humans. Once they passed, it would just leave empty space, which ended up being perfect for the Octarians to just move in. All the underground networks and passageways would be interconnected thanks to a entranceway through a pot kettle. Yeah. But down below ground, they would plan the revenge. And
Did he just say pot kettle? He did not just call that a pot kettle. It is a fucking tea kettle, bro. It is a teapot. It is a fucking teapot. It is a kettle. Not a fucking pot kettle, bro. You are high on the fucking devil's lettuce if you think that is a pot kettle. Minus a point.
also create military compounds known as the underground bases of Octo Valley and Octo Canyon. But as for the Octarians that weren't enlisting in the army...
Jesus Christ, bro. What is that? What is Octoland? What is this? What the fuck is this spelling? No, bro. No. Oh, I'm not gonna survive this, boys. This is so bad. This is so bad. I can't believe, how have we not found this yet, bro? Where's Octopolis, man? This is straight up Octopolis from Splatoon 57. This is crazy.
They had a giant...
Actually, hold up. I haven't... I'm giving them 6 bad points for this.
underground city known as Octoland, where a lot of them would reside. One of these residents of
What? Octoland! They don't call it that! It's not even called that! What the fuck? I'm losing it.
Octoland was a Octoling named Marina, and she was actually enlisted in the Special Forces unit for DJ Octavio and eventually recruited by him to be amongst his finest recruits. And Marina was good friends with another Octoling named Oct, which didn't take school as seriously as Marina, which led her to being left at security and Marina being high in the rankings. Marina would go on to follow Octavio, which would now become a DJ in the underground of Octoland, and Oct would pursue her own career as a DJ known as DJ DJ
I just realized I was muted this whole time. I'm like so baffled right now. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I had to go back a bit. I had to really think about what I was going to say. I can't believe I forgot to unmute my. I'm just gonna leave my mic unmuted for now. You guys are just gonna have to bear with me chewing on rice crackers. Anyway, bro, he got this picture fucking wrong, is what I was saying. And this picture isn't even of like Marina following him as a DJ. Yeah, DJ Octavio became a fucking DJ. But she got promoted to like second in command, didn't she? Like right below like Octavio. Or not even second in command, but like she worked like directly under DJ Octavio. Like it wasn't her following him as a fucking DJ. It was her being promoted. And then this fucking picture isn't even from when she was following him. This is straight up from the first game's final boss sequence. This is insane, bro. How do you get this wrong, bro? Did you not read this shit from the fucking sunken scroll? Did you just like straight up rip this from a sunken scroll like wiki page and not read the fucking description?
DJ in the underground of Octoland, and Oct would pursue her own career as a DJ known as DJ Deadfish, which unfortunately would come to an abrupt end as
I'm pretty sure she was just called Deadfish. There wasn't a DJ. It's in the Octoland website. It's not, wait, I'm pretty sure she's not called DJ Deadfish. It's just Deadfish, right? Yeah, there's no DJ. Okay, I figured as much. What the fuck is wrong with this dude, man?
something was watching her from the shadows. But thanks to the Inklings' victory in the Great Turf War, they now live peacefully above ground, where they spend most of their days shopping and looking fresh, and also participating in turf wars. This event was started shortly after the Great Turf War, to always remember that great day for the Inkling victory, where it will pit two teams 4v4, Inklings versus Inklings, two different colors, to go head to head to see which team can cover the most turf with ink. And this new sport would be the Inklings' main source of entertainment ever since. The Inklings may have won the turf war that—
Wait, what did I miss? Oh, it was the fucking picture, right? Was it the picture? Was it this? The fucking... Was it... Were you talking about this? Because yes, this is wrong. I'm pretty sure. The turf war started 2,000 years ago, not right. Yeah, that's right. That's so. I can't believe I fucking forgot about that. I knew the fucking turf war started like way before that. Oh, dude. If this was Ace Attorney, bro, you'd lose all your credibility points, just saying.
Shortly after the Great Turf War to always remember that great day for the Inkling victory, where it will pit two teams 4v4 Inklings versus Inklings, two different colors to go head to head to see which team can cover the most turf with ink. And this new sport would be the Inklings' main source of entertainment ever since. The Inklings may have won the turf war that matters in the long run, however, the Octarians were not yet defeated. As the Inklings relaxed and enjoyed their lives above ground, the Octolings underground were carefully plotting their revenge.
So this should be when the modern era starts, right? Yeah. Okay.
The overall power for all of Inkopolis came from the Great Zapfish, and it helped to power pretty much everything for the entire area. But one day it goes completely missing, but there's only one person that knows exactly where it went. Yep, that's Captain Cuttlefish, but he's just a lot older now. He tells us that it's been stolen by his long-lost rival being DJ Octavio and the Octarians, who were striking back for revenge. Well, Captain Cuttlefish is making a new Squidbeak Splatoon, and this time he's using agents in order to infiltrate Octo Valley. And this is where your Inkling comes in. Your Inkling will be Agent 3, because yes, there's two other agents in front of you. You find out later in the campaign that Agents 1 and 2 are actually the Squid Sisters, which are two pop star idols from Inkopolis, which also turn out to be the grandchildren of Captain Cuttlefish.
Okay, no, he's got that right. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, they're grandchildren.
And fun fact, they're called the Squid Sisters, but they're actually cousins. Yeah.
Holy shit, he got it right. He got it right, folks. He got it right. Round of applause, he got it right. For once, someone from a clickbait Nintendo channel knows that the Squid Sisters are not, in fact, sisters. So goated. You get a good point for that.
Pretty weird. But I guess when they're taking a break from stardom, they're also secret agents that work for their grandpa, which is also a secret agent, and they infiltrate Octo Valley in order to take out the Octarians. But your job as Agent 3 is to infiltrate this valley and go through various different obstacles in order to—
Here we go. With the fucking spelling. How hard is it? How hard is it, bro? Oh, too big. How hard is it, bro, to put a space and a capital V for the fucking area? Is that so hard? Are you like unable to put a fucking space in between Octo and Valley and then capitalize the V? That's a bad point right there.
Take out all the Octarians. As Agent 3 is tracking down DJ Octavio and the Great Zapfish, your job is to also take out the Octobots and their mighty Octo weapons in order to collect the mini Zapfish as well, which can also hold lots of power. Now, lots of these Octo weapons have actually evolved over the years, and thanks to the new Zapfish, they no longer need to be plugged into an outlet. Yeah, they're wireless, baby. Also, remember, these same rooms that Agent 3 is fighting these giant Octo weapons could very well be another refuge very similar to Alterna for the last remaining humans. Now, there also are theories out there that explain that when you enter these boss arenas, why you hear these creepy sounds could be the remnants of the past humans. Yeah, it gives me chills just talking about it, but yeah.
Oh my god, the inconsistencies. Wait, he did say Octobots, didn't he?
Past human arenas, why are you— they're wireless ears, and thanks to the new their mighty Octo weapons in order to collect the mini Zapfish as well, which can also hold lots of power.
No, he said Octo weapons.
In order to take out all the Octarians. As Agent 3 is tracking down DJ Octavio and the Great Zapfish, your job is to also take out the Octobots and their mighty—
Oh, you were so close! You were so close, bro! He said Octobots at the beginning. I didn't even catch that. And then right after he says octo weapons. Oh my god. He was so unbelievably close. He fucking he missed it so bad. He almost got it, man. I gotta give him a bad point for that. Post edit Prez, you know what to do. Just put it on the fucking screen.
Fish, they no longer need to be plugged into an outlet. Yeah, they're wireless, baby. Also remember, these same rooms that Agent 3 is fighting these giant octo weapons could very well be another refuge very similar to Alterna for the last remaining humans. Now there also are theories out there that explain that when you enter these boss arenas, why you hear these creepy sounds could be the remnants of the past humans. Yeah, it gives me chills just talking about it, but yeah.
Okay, ignoring the fucking font here, I just want to say, like, the sounds you hear, I don't know if any of you know this, the sounds you hear in, like, the arenas before you, like, start the fight or in, like, right after, like, that was completely unintentional, and even the director of the first game didn't even realize that these sounds were playing in the background. So, isn't it the Deep Sea Metro? Oh, no. I mean, it might, but I don't think so. I don't think anyone's ever made that connection. It could be though.
Okay, I'm done, I swear. But during Agent 3's journey, he finds out that Captain Cuttlefish actually gets captured by DJ Octavio. So
okay, this is a bit nitpicky considering you can change the gender of Agent 3 in later games, but pretty sure canonically Agent 3 is a girl or a female. So, bad point.
So not only does he have to save the Great Zapfish, but he also has to save Captain Cuttlefish. And then finally at the end, he comes face to face with DJ Octavio himself. After sucking up the Great Zapfish and using its power, he's able to power his entire arena and even the Great Octobot King, which is pretty much a giant DJ stage. But right when things were getting bleak, Agents 1 and 2, being Callie and Marie, turn on their hit song.
Hold up. The Great Octobot King, I'm pretty sure that's just Octavio's title, isn't it? Like when the boss fight starts, you know how it flashes the name? I'm pretty sure that like the Octobot King is just Octavio's title, right? It's not the name of the fucking like weapon he's using. No, it's the robot? Okay, never mind.
Being the Calamari Incantation, and of course DJ Octavio has no choice but to dance to it, which is a little distracting to him, allowing Agent 3 to get the last hit in, completely destroying the Octobot King and DJ Octavio in the process. Agent 3 helps to restore the Great Zapfish back to Inkopolis Plaza and imprisons DJ Octavio into a snow globe, under watch by his arch nemesis Captain Cuttlefish, and there's no way he's getting out of that thing. Right? But to celebrate, they host a giant Splatfest, and the final one for Splatoon 1, which results in people picking one of two options in order to join a team, and the final one being Callie versus Marie, putting the two pop stars against each other, and Marie would come out.
Actually, it kind of does, because this Splatfest decided who would be the antagonist of the next game. That was the whole premise of it. Like, this Splatfest led up to the events of Splatoon 2. The results of this was what decided who would be the antagonist. Oh, did he say Splatoon 1 story mode? Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. That makes sense. Placement is
but
weird.
Something so minor and inconvenient like a Splatfest would actually influence the further story of Splatoon.
Okay, I figured as much.
2 years later, we move on to Inkopolis Square, the events for the second
Wacky.
game, where things are a little different now. Agent 3 and Captain Cuttlefish both went on vacation, and after the recent...
Buddy, you used the wrong image! You used the wrong image!
different
Hold
now.
up.
Agent 3
He's using their Splatoon 3 art, bro. No. That's fucking Craig Cuttlefish and Captain 3. You fucking imbecile. If you're gonna use the art, use the right one.
and Captain Cuttlefish both went on vacation, and after the recent Splatfest, Callie went on a TV drama and Marie started her own talk show, until one day, both the Great Zapfish and Callie go missing. Now obviously we know who took the Great Zapfish, but why would that same person also take Callie this time around? I mean, where else would she be? Where did she go? Now with Captain Cuttlefish and Agent 3 on vacation and Callie
Is bro just not even gonna talk about the fucking Splatoon side story that they made in between the games? Is he just like not gonna reference that at like it completely? He just like straight up says, "Oh, they were doing the thing until Callie goes missing." No, bro. Fucking Marie went out of town to see her fucking family, and then right when she comes back, Callie's fucking missing. Also, I probably said Callie went. I meant Marie went to fucking Calamari County. And when she got back, she found out that fucking Callie was missing. Like, oh my god. Yep, minus point. You got the fucking nega point, bitch.
coming up missing, it's up to Marie to lead the brand new Squid Beak Splatoon, and that leads us to our brand new inkling that comes into Octo Canyon this time around, and that will be Agent 4. It appears that DJ Octavio had escaped from his snow globe prison, and they chased him all the way here in Octo Canyon, the second location of the Octarians. Now the story here doesn't get much deeper, it's kind of the same exact story from the first game. Go around.
No. Because Splatoon 2's Hero Mode has more lore surrounding what happened in between games. And it talks about Salmon Run. Are you fucking dense, bro? Talk about the Sunken Scrolls!
Around, collect a Zapfish, and find both Callie and the Great Zapfish as Agent 4 as you'll go throughout Octo Canyon, this time with the help of Sheldon, the weapons expert and weapons dealer all the way back in Inkopolis, where this time he'll use his brand new drones in order to drop off various different weapons for the player. Of course, Agent 4 is met with even more Octarians and Octobots to destroy.
Oh my god! He used Octobots again. He used Octobots again. These are Octo weapons. Does that look like a fucking robot to you? That is clearly a big ass roller, bro.
Up on the final area of Octo Canyon. The Agent 4 finally makes it to a giant underground arena where he comes face to face with Callie? So pretty much after her split with Marie, she actually made friends with someone.
They didn't split, bro. They didn't split. Marie went home to Calamari County to see her parents. Callie stayed behind. They did not split, you fucking Nimrod.
The Octolings and Octarians until she came face to face with DJ Octavio, where he would place mind controlling shades on her. And yes, DJ Octavio was back with the Octobot King 2, which essentially is the same exact fight, but taking place in one little arena. But this time, Callie is helping DJ Octavio as she's throwing things like suction and splat bombs at the player. About halfway through the fight, Marie flies in on a flying truck driven by Sheldon. She uses a splatter scope in order to snipe Callie.
Did he just say splatter scope, bro? Did he just say splatter scope? No, bro. No. Where is the scope? Where do you see a motherfucking scope? Oh my god. Do you see a fucking scope on that charger, my guy? Where is the scope? That is not a scope! Marie's weapon is not a splatter scope, bro! No! That is not... Marie's weapon is not a splatter scope, and I can tell you exactly why. Okay? Hold up. Let me cook. I'm pretty sure... she uses a charger. Her favorite weapon class is the charger. She is seen to use a hero charger, bro. When you use an amiibo in Splatoon 1, you don't get a fucking splatter scope. You get the fucking charger. The regular charger without a scope. That is not a scope. That is an iron sight. Learn me, bro. You get fucking 57 mega points, bro. You're a fucking idiot.
In the face and knock off the hypnotizing sunglasses. Of course,
it's called Hypno Shades, you idiot. Just call them the actual name. They are Hypno Shades.
Of course, Marie has no choice but to do the one and only thing that could snap her back to normal is, of course, pull out a boombox and play the Calamari incantation once again. But a new version, of course, the remix. And of course, this is enough to bring Callie back to the good guys, and Callie and Marie are once again together. The Squid Sisters are back, baby. As the two cheer on Agent 4 and the crowd goes nuts in the background, Sheldon flies in the Rainmaker, a super powerful weapon for a specific Rainmaker game mode, but you can now use it against DJ Octavio. And as the two fight each other high above the battle ring, eventually Agent 4 slams the Rainmaker right in the face of DJ Octavio, defeating him once again. Agent 4 now is the new hero and saves the day once again, and you will not believe where they put DJ Octavio this time. A snow globe. Not just any snow globe, it's the same one. He'll never get out of that one.
Okay. He's already doing fucking terrible. Let's see. Ah! He spelled it wrong! A sanitized world, bro. Oh, this is making me lose my kindergarten level writing skills, bro. Yeah, -5 right there, bro. Take that shit.
Now this is where our story takes a new twisted turn. It's not about the Inklings versus the Octolings or DJ Octavio stealing the Great Zapfish once again, but something completely different. To start the DLC for Splatoon 2, we find ourselves laying deep underground on a underneath subway station, where we are actually laying on the ground and an Octoling. This is already super weird, but we wake up to find none other than Cap'n Cuttlefish, which is also very weird. Cap'n Cuttlefish only remembers the fact that Agent 3 was actually battling this Octoling all the way back in Octo Valley, and something attacked them. And somehow both Cap'n Cuttlefish and this Octoling got marooned here in the subway station, and they just don't have a clue what's going on, and the Octoling has also lost their memory as well. The Octoling then finally comes up to a lone telephone that tells the Octoling that they are participant number 10,008, which gives this Octoling the name 8, and then eventually...
Okay. The phone itself didn't give Agent 8 their name, okay? He's partly right, because they call 8 experiment like number 10,008. No, it's Cap'n Cuttlefish who calls them Agent 8, not the fucking phone. That's a minus point right there. That's a nega point right there.
Changed by Cap'n Cuttlefish to be Agent 8. This telephone claims that it can help them reach the promised land and pretty much just escape this area if they help the telephone to collect 4 things. Yes, they're called things. So Agent 8 and Captain Cuttlefish decide to jump on the subway that's guided by Sea Cucumber, who helps to guide them through various different challenge rooms in order to find these 4 things. Some of these challenge rooms is just about clearing obstacles, but some of them are also to fight these weird green Octolings. But Agent 8 will continue to go through all the challenge rooms, fighting tons of green Octoling enemies and even green Octobot enemies as well that Agent 4 previously fought in the...
I said this once, and I will say it again. Motherfucker, does that look like a goddamn robot to you? That is an octo weapon. An octo weapon.
The main story of Splatoon 2. But Agent 8 finally completes the task and collects all 4 of the things and then brings them back to the phone. The phone starts freaking out and starts building some sort of contraption that looks a lot like a blender and tells them to walk inside it to get into the promised land.
It looks a lot like a blender. Bitch, that is a blender!
Which, yeah, that's not a good idea. Before the two are blended up, Pearl and Marina jump in to save the day.
Oh, no! 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 Pearl and Marina save the day! I'm losing it. I'm going crazy, bro. I'm going oogly goo right now, fellas. Pearl and Marina don't save them. It was Agent 3!
Which are the 2 brand new idols for Inkopolis Square. Marina tries to send in a hack to shut the program down, but it's unsuccessful, so she has to call in for help from Agent 3.
Bro! Oh my god. Yeah, that's exactly my point. That was not that was not Marina and Pearl's doing. All they did was send out the distress beacon.
They bust through the skylight and knock apart the blender, and of course knocking themselves out in the process. This is now Agent 8's opportunity to escape, so they make their way up a giant facility in order to make their way back above ground. Agent 8 has to sneak their way past various different green Octoling guards.
Okay. I'm gonna explain one thing to you, Nintendo Land. Fernando. Listen to me. This is an Octoling, alright? Yeah, you see? Humanoid figure, tentacle hair, that's an Octoling. This is a fucking Octarian. You see how they're part of a goddamn tentacle? How they've not grown into a fucking humanoid? That is an Octarian. You see these? These are regular Octarians, bro. These right here are fucking sanitized Octarians. Get it right, man.
8 then comes upon a factory room where they're slowly piecing together what's actually happening here. With the giant incubators full of Octarians and Octolings being covered in green goop, we find out eventually from the telephone that this is a process of sanitization, where it's covering these Octolings and Octarians in this green goop and transforming their minds, making them work for the telephone. Agent 8 finally makes
It's not a hypnosis thing. Silver, correct me if I'm wrong. I can say this with about 100% certainty. Sanitization does not work like that. It completely erases any fucking thought in the user's brain and makes them into a hollow shell of their former self. Am I wrong? Am I on the right track? Okay, I'm right. Okay, I thought so. Because I'm pretty sure sanitization, how it works, it just completely clears you of any free will, any thought you have, and makes you into a hollow shell. Because he got that wrong. Okay, they didn't just slap on some fucking green ink on an Octoling and say, hey, you're possessed now, you work for me.
It to the top of the giant underground facility to come face to face with not only Captain Cuttlefish, who once again is tied up, but also Agent 3, who is now partly sanitized. That's right, Agent 8 has to battle Agent 3 the same way they did in the past. After a hard-fought battle, Agent 8 comes out victorious and defeats Agent 3. Agent 8 finally arises from the facility where they can finally be above ground and see the sun for themselves. After spending most of their entire life underground with the rest of the Octarians and Octolings, this was a new freedom that they never thought they'd see. Pearl and Marina fly in on helicopters in order to pick up Agent 8, Agent 3, and Captain Cuttlefish, but something's not right. The giant underground facility starts to rise up from the water, and is a giant head of a statue, which depicts that of the statue of David. We now see the telephone once again, now covered in its own sanitized green goop, and he introduces himself as Commander Tartar. Yes, at the very beginning of this video,
Commander Tartar, bro. What is this, fucking tartar sauce?
this is the same telephone that the professor made as an AI over 12,000 years ago.
Wait, is that not, hold on, is that actually not the same, the Dave statue? Hold up, I gotta look this up. Nil statue. Nil statue has a distinctly human form, despite humanity having wiped out thousands of years before the events of Splatoon. Resembles ancient Greek sculptures. The statue has a massive cannon. History. There has to be a trivia. This statue may have been included as an element of Vaporwave, an aesthetic Octo expansion makes heavy usage of. The Nil statue may be a reference to the Statue of Liberty, despite having different facial features and seemingly being made out of marble rather than copper. Nil statue parallels the use of the Statue of Liberty. The latter god... Oh! Nil statue bears a striking resemblance to the depictions of Greek gods Hermes and Helios, which look like these. Oh, can't show that. My bad! And Helios. Okay, yeah. See, that's what I thought. I knew it wasn't a... well, I didn't know. I'm not a history buff. But, yeah, that's not the David statue. I knew it looked familiar. I had a feeling it was from, like, the Vaporwave thing, but I didn't know what, like, the actual statue was called.
Again, his primary focus and purpose in this world is to pass on human knowledge to the next life form, but Tartar wanted to enslave life under his rule instead, as he felt that the Inklings and Octolings and Octarians were unworthy and wanted to remake new life on Earth with his new raw material. His plan is to use a giant laser that would come out.
That's not a laser. That's not a laser. Bro is starting to sound like Marjorie Taylor Greene with these fucking Jewish space lasers shit, bro. Those are not, that was not a laser. What's next? He's gonna say the fucking killer wave is a giant fucking laser? Get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. That is not a laser. You got 57 more nega points.
Out of a cannon from the statue's mouth, but yeah, it would shoot a giant green sanitized goop liquid at the entirety of Inkopolis and sanitize everybody in one clean swoop. Commander Tartar pretty much wants to make a perfect life based off of his own image. Marina finds a way to take out the machine because it uses solar.
I'm pretty sure it was not Tartar's own image, but the image he was programmed with. Right? Like, oh, it was his own image? Like, am I wrong? I'm pretty sure it was like the image he was programmed with by the professor. Silver, if you're still... Wait, no? Silver, if you're still in here, yeah, can you confirm that? Why the fuck am I asking? I should have been paying attention more, man. I literally played this, like, last year. Okay, he's gonna double check.
energy, so covering the entire statue in ink would definitely solve the issue, but they didn't have enough to bring the entire. Marina finds a way to take out the machine because it uses solar energy, so covering the entire statue in ink would definitely solve the issue, but they didn't have enough time, so the only way to do so was using Marina's brand new hyper bombs and sticking them to the statue's surface, and then of course Agent 8 would have to climb all over the statue, detonating these hyper bombs, covering the statue in ink and preventing the sun from energizing the beam. So with the clock ticking, Agent 8
from energizing the beam. Nah, you mean energizing the fucking cannon, bro. What? Energizing the beam. Bro, what the fuck is this? Goddamn Pokemon where the sun is charging up a fucking solar beam? Bitch, it's the fucking cannon that's charging, not the beam itself.
It covers the entirety of the NILS statue, from top to bottom, detonating every single hyper bomb that's in sight, eventually covering the entire statue in pink ink. Job is done and the laser fire should now be a lot weaker. Now sets up for a perfect opportunity for Pearl to use her brand new killer whale, also known as the Princess Cannon, and it fires a massive laser.
It was his own direction? Okay, never mind. Okay, I thought it was something. It was like a direction he inherited from the scientist, from the professor. Guess I was wrong there. Never mind. Oh yeah, this part. Bro, you're flat out wrong. This particular killer whale is called the Princess Cannon, but the way you said it implies that all killer whales are called princess cannons. So I'm going to give you another bad point for that.
As the NILS statue fires its laser as well, thankfully to the weakened beam, Pearl.
That is not a laser. That is not a laser. Due to spending all those millennia isolated and alone, the AI thought process. Okay. Okay, that makes sense now. Never mind.
Strength is able to prevail, and the statue and Commander Tartar both get absolutely obliterated. Inkopolis was now saved, thanks to the help of Pearl and Marina, and obviously Agent 3 and Agent 8 and Captain Cuttlefish. They did it. It took a group effort, but Inkopolis was saved, at least for now. And now, Octolings would start to emerge from underground, such as Marina and Agent 8. Others would now rise above and join the Inklings in living together. I don't know how there's enough turf for everybody to live on now, but it seems to work out, at least at the moment. However, there's still some weird things happening back in Inkopolis. For instance, this weird shop opens up called Salmon Run, and it's actually paying young Inklings and Octolings to go hunt salmonid in order to hunt them for their golden eggs, which is very strange. And they don't really hesitate. They just take the job in order to get some payment in order to look fresh, of course. But for some reason, all these salmonids start to invade the lands close to Inkopolis, so they will go out in squads in order to take out the salmonid and to collect their golden eggs.
A laser is a light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, so do with that what you will. No, it's not a laser because it's literal fucking ink spewing out of it. But yeah, this is weird timing to go into Salmon Run, you're right. Stages we play on are the Salmonid swim zones, which is the Salmonid's territory. Yeah, I know, I was just about to say that. It's not, it was never a Salmonid territory. In the actual, like, Sunken Scroll itself, it's literally the Salmonids going in migration in their own territory. That's so wrong.
Because that's what their boss, Mr. Grizz, is having them do, is defeating these salmonid and collecting their eggs into giant baskets. But it's very strange, and we don't really know why these salmonid are invading in the first place, or...
They're not invading, they're migrating, you idiot! They migrate every 70 years!
Why we even need to hunt them. But of course, we also get a final Splatfest to celebrate between all the Inklings and Octolings now working together and all having fun in the same area. But this one once again pits the idols against each other, but instead of it being Pearl versus Marina, it's now Chaos versus Order. And Team Chaos, being Pearl's side, obviously wins the Splatfest, which once again...
Okay, I get, you know, the final Splatfest here decides what happens in the next one. But here's my thing. This had nothing to do with the story, okay? It only determined where we're going from the third game. This had no lore implications whatsoever. This man is crazy, bro. This guy's off his fucking rocker.
Will have major implications on the very next game.
It did not! It didn't! What do you mean major implications into the next game, bro? It didn't do anything!
5 years later, after the events of Splatoon 2, we move on to Splatoon 3, where we visit the Splatlands. If you remember from the beginning of the story, the Splatlands is where the Inklings and Octolings originate from. It's the land of fresh beginnings, somewhat of a holy and very respected site for them. But everything now seems a lot more normal. The Inklings and Octolings are all hanging out with each other, the Great Zapfish is not being stolen by DJ Octavio, so threats are at an all-time low right now. But the Salmonid are beginning to get a lot more aggressive, as the Inklings and Octolings are taking even more of their eggs and wiping them out wave after wave after wave. And now they're getting very, very upset and moving into the mainland, where they're actually taking over the battle maps all over Inkopolis. And they're even releasing giant boss Salmonid all over the place, trying to defeat the Inklings and Octolings from taking their eggs. But Mr.
I'm fairly certain you're still wrong, because I'm pretty sure they're still going through their migration phase. To play devil's advocate, maybe he's referencing side order with the major implications comment. I don't know, Nintendo Land just sounds insane. I don't think he would, no, that still wouldn't make sense, because side order is literally just a concept of what would have happened if order won. Like, it's, because that's what the actual description on the website says. Hold on, let me look it up. That's what it said on the website. Trapped in a world of order. It said somewhere. I'm pretty sure it said on the website, it was like, what would have happened if order won? Maybe I'm just off my rocker. Is it Inspired of order? That's what I'm thinking. I'm just trying to understand what he's yapping about. Yeah. Okay, I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was in the trailer. Okay, it probably was in the trailer. Good night, Goldie. I'm like, yeah, it didn't have that many like major implications, like at all, lore wise. He's yapping all these fucking crazy nonsensical like Joe Biden sleepy rants and shit. I don't know, man, it's crazy.
Grizz insists that they continue working hard, so that's exactly what they will do. Well, this time our new hero will be known as the new Agent 3, and he actually has a little Salmonid buddy with him, as he got lost from his Salmonid pack. Once again, we stumble upon Cap'n Cuttlefish, and
that's not Cap'n Cuttlefish. And also, hold on, let me replay this part.
Hero will be known as the new Agent 3, and he actually has a little Salmonid buddy with him, as he got lost from his Salmonid pack. Once again, we stumble upon...
Okay, okay, never mind. Okay, going back to this, I thought he said something else. That's not Cap'n Cuttlefish, that is Craig Cuttlefish, you fucking idiot.
Cap'n Cuttlefish. And did I say the Great Zapfish wasn't taken again?
Excuse me.
Yep, it's been taken again. But Cap'n Cuttlefish believes is once again the Octarians. So of course we're on a hunt for the Octarians, DJ Octavio, and the Great Zapfish once again, but this time in the Splatlands. There's also some weird goop with hair on it called Fuzzy Ooze, and every time we touch it...
Bro, why do you call it fuzzy goop? Just call it fucking Fuzzy Ooze, man. What the shit?
We turn into a mammal. Thankfully, we have Small Fry with us, our little Salmonid, which we can use the power of power eggs and Small Fry in order to just eat the Fuzzy Ooze and make it dispel spell from each area, allowing us to progress. But eventually we come up on some Octarians to fight, but they look slightly different than what we're used to. They're not green and sanitized this time around, but they all have hair on them? Yep, just like the fuzzy ooze, it seems like the Octarians have been infected by the things and become some type of weird octo-mammal hybrid. But eventually the new Agent 3 and Captain Cuttlefish come upon the source of the fuzzy ooze, which is a giant sealed door underneath the ground, but also flies in DJ Octavio.
Wait,
The fly
hold up.
packing hair on them? Yep, just like the fuzzy ooze, it seems like the Octarians have been infected by the things and become some type of weird octo-mammal hybrid. But eventually the new Agent 3 and Captain Cuttlefish come upon the source of the fuzzy ooze, which is a giant sealed door underneath the ground.
I like how he's like really showing the giant sealed door. Like, this is such a cool door, guys. You see that? I like the legs this door has. This is really cool.
Ground, but also flies in DJ Octavio. He flies in with the Octobot King L3. He immediately blames Captain Cuttlefish and the Inklings for the random disappearance and transformations of his Octarian army. After DJ Octavio denies taking the Great Zapfish, they both don't believe each other, so the new Agent 3 has no choice but to battle DJ Octavio and his new Octobot. DJ Octavio gets defeated and his Octobot crashes down on the giant plate in the ground. DJ Octavio doubles down.
It's a plate, bro. That's a door. It went from being a door to a plate.
On the fact that he did not take the Great Zapfish, and he has no clue what's going on with his fuzzy ooze, and he's losing lots of his army. All of a sudden, the giant vaulted doors start breaking open.
Okay, bro. What the fuck? It's either a door or a vault, man. You're going all these different wibbly wobbly fucking directions, man. Bro can't make up his mind. It's the pronouns. It's door, plate. Finally, a coherent fucking thought.
And then the fuzzy ooze grabs them and pulls them in. But then
I'm gonna replay that. I'm gonna replay that at 0.25 speed so we can listen to how fucking idiotic this man sounds.
breaking open, and the fuzzy ooze grabs them and pulls them in.
Do you guys see what I just found wrong with that sentence? Okay? How many people did you see that fuzzy ooze pull in? Okay? I'm gonna put 3 options on the screen. I'm gonna play some fucking Jeopardy music, and you guys are gonna decide, alright? Was it A? Was it 75 people? Shut the fuck up, Alexa. Was it B? Was it 1 person? Or C, was it the entire Nintendo Land fan base? Okay, playing it now. In chat, you can engage in this. All right, I need you to choose the right answer. All right, fellas, if you chose B, 1 person, you got it right. Give yourselves a round of applause. Oh, shit, I forgot to change this playback speed. All right, we're good.
But then the new Agent 3 wakes up in a mysterious underground area. Yep, this is the bunker of Alterna. This was the last refuge for humans, and actually where Inklings and Octolings were actually made from. Down here are the Squid Sisters, Callie and Marie, and the original Agent 3, who also have been sucked into this mess. And as you can see on Agent 3's face, they've been through way too much in this series already. As the new Agent 3, you are now tasked with clearing all the fuzzy ooze from all the different sections of Alterna, and that includes the giant batches that are stuck to the rocket launch site. Once again, the new Agent 3 is going to have to make their way through a series of challenge rooms.
Hold on. Wait.
Into this mess. And sisters actually where Inklings and Octolings were actually made from. Down here are the Squid Sisters, Callie and Marie, in the original Agent 3.
Motherfucker, yeah, it's the original Agent 3, but where the fuck is their title, man? That is Captain 3. That is a war veteran right there, bro. Salute your veterans. All right, donate to your local veterans affairs place charity thing. No, like seriously, like jokes aside, go do that.
Who also have been sucked into this mess. And as you can see on Agent 3's face, they've been through way too much in this series already. As the new Agent 3, you are now tasked with clearing all the fuzzy ooze from all the different sections of Alterna, and that includes the giant batches that are stuck to the rocket launch site. Once again, the new Agent 3 is going to have to make their way through a series of challenge rooms, also guided by a new system called Orca, which we've already stated earlier, which is that recording and documenting device made by humans, pretty much to record and document everything that it sees or hears, and that's exactly what it's doing here. Agent 3 will now go through.
What does it stand for, dude? You say it's Orca, bro. What the fuck does it stand for?
A series of challenge floors taking out fuzzy Octarians, but also 3 brand new creatures as well. These 3 creatures seem to be guarding giant vaults.
Hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, that was Reggie Fils-Aimé and the current Nintendo of America president, Doug Bowser. They called me to say to keep cooking this guy. I'm absolutely flambeing. I'm cooking, roasting, baking, and even air frying this motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, he called deep cut creatures, bro. That is so racist. Like, you call them creatures, and you flash the black character in the idol group. That's crazy, man.
The first one being named Fry, which is an inkling of some sort, and is...
Fry, an inkling of some sort? Bitch, that is an inkling, bro. That is... that is so racist, man. Oh my... Well, wait. Silver, this is your chance, bro. He's gonna reveal that cuttlefish are in this game. Cuddlings are in this game, bro. That's crazy.
Able to play some flute and control ink eels, and you have to defeat her in order to open her vault. The second vault is protected by an octoling named Shiver, who is in good relations and is trained by
oh my god. Okay, so you call Fry some sort of inkling, but now all of a sudden when Shiver shows up on the screen, they're like, oh, Shiver's an octoling. That's crazy, bro. I know you're trying so hard to hide your racism, and it shows.
Sharks. And the third and final vault is protected by a giant manta ray named Big Man. If you defeat all 3 of them and open their...
Okay, he got it right. He got it right. I was very close. He's not racist to Shiver or Big Man, but he's racist to Fry. That's crazy.
vaults, you will find just 3 random objects. Once again, it seems like the things are back. Halfway through...
These are not things! These are not things, bro! These are not things at all! These are fucking parts! These are hidden treasures of Alterna! Are you fucking kidding me?
Your adventure, you find out that Captain Cuttlefish gets kidnapped once again, and we find...
Well, guys, it looks like that intro cutscene in Splatoon 3 was all for nothing, because we only now get to find out that Captain Cuttlefish, not even Captain Cuttlefish at this point, Craig Cuttlefish, gets fucking kidnapped through an audio transmission.
Finally find out that it's from somebody on an intercom named Mr. Grizz. Yep, the same Mr. Grizz that's in charge of the Salmon Run operation. Do you remember Bear number 3 being the only sole survivor?
Buddy, my brother in Christ, You have chosen the absolute dumbest time to fucking put this here, bro. This goes at the end, man.
That came down from the arc Polaris that eventually crash landed back on Earth. He was stranded with absolutely no one or nothing near him. After all of his time, he's developed an extremely high IQ, and he actually made his way back to the facility of Alterna, where he started to plan something with the liquid crystals that had been researched. He would combine his own fur with the liquid crystals and would create a terrifying brand new concoction that could turn anyone into mammals. And if he could find a way into space once again, he could blanket the planet in this brand new fuzzy ooze, restoring mammal life once again. Fuzzy ooze also required a mixture of golden eggs in order to make his concoction, so he would hire Inklings and Octolings under a new corporation named Grisco Industries for them to pretty much just get all the golden eggs for him. Power eggs would also be used to fill a rocket ship in order to get him into outer space.
I'm done, fellas. I am so done. The power eggs, the golden eggs, are not what powers the fucking ship, bro. I am so done with this. Fuck you. I hope you have a good Labor Day. Oh my god. This is so bad. The golden eggs were to create the fuzzy ooze, not to power the rocket.
So yes, this was all for his own good, and pretty much the Inklings and Octolings have been slowly working to defeat themselves in the long run. So yes, the Salmonid have been hunted for so long now simply due to the fact that the Inklings and Octolings needed their eggs. Mr. Grizz explains that he needs Captain Cuttlefish in his brain as well, because he claims to require the spirit, the vessel, and the wisdom of ages. Now the wisdom of ages is definitely Captain Cuttlefish, and the vessel being the great rocket ship.
What the actual fuck is this man yapping about, dude? What? Hold on, I gotta see this.
Because he claims to require the spirit, the vessel, and the wisdom of ages.
What the fuck is the spirit? The spirit, the vessel, and the wisdom of ages. What the fuck? More question about the finale. Why did Mr. Grizz kidnap Cuttlefish? To my understanding, he doesn't serve a purpose to the operation in any way. The Great Zapfish is needed to power the rocket's launch, but what does old Craig do? All that capturing brought to the plan is that Agent 3 can find out about the whole thing in the first place and stop it dead in its track. Pretty bad call for a scientist. He needed, quote, the vessel, the spirit, and the wisdom of ages. Your brain contains the most beautiful essence I need. I think the vessel is either the rocket or the fuzzy ooze. Grizz, egotistical psycho he is, probably considers himself as having the wisdom of ages, so Cuttlefish probably has a spirit. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Hang on. I need the spirit. Spirit. He claims that he requires the spirit, the vessel, and the wisdom of ages, and dehydrates Cuttlefish before to this end before boarding the. Okay, we don't know what Cuttlefish was used for. Okay, what the fuck did he bring this up for? What? None of that was confirmed. Okay.
Now the wisdom of ages is definitely Captain Cuttlefish, and the vessel being the great rocket ship, but what is the spirit? It's never really explained.
My brother in Christ, what the fuck are you yapping about? That is another nega point, bro.
This could be the great Zapfish, or it could be the golden eggs from the Salmonid. But regardless, he is the one that had stolen the great Zapfish this time around. Callie and Marie both work together on putting all these brand new pieces.
Why the fuck are you going back to this? Why? You are putting this in the wrong order, bro. This happened before. When will it end, bro?
together in order to make some type of giant hedge clipper pocket knife lawnmower thing in order to cut down the fuzzy ooze, which Agent 3 will actually man. And right before we can make our way up to the rocket, Fry, Shiver, and Big Man, the Inkling, Octoling, and Manta Ray make another appearance, and we find out that they are members from a group called Deep Cut, which is Splatsville's big idols. That they felt like this is the sacred land and they needed to protect what was in the vaults.
Buddy, my brother in Christ, why the fuck are you putting this in now? They were introduced at the beginning!
And they didn't mean any harm. The new Agent 3 makes his way through a facility very similar to that of what Agent 8 did in the Octo expansion, eventually making their way all the way to the top of the rocket launch site. As the new Agent 3 makes their way up to the top of the terminal, they'll also see a giant incubator with the Great Zapfish inside. Now it's unclear if this is the power of the Great Ooze or simply power of the rocket ship, but
nin10doland, I'm gonna need you to repeat what you just said slowly. You did not just say the Great Zapfish was either used to power the fucking rocket ship or spread the fuzzy ooze. Think about what you just said right there, bro. It's called the Great Zapfish, something you literally referred to powering other things. And you are now asking the question of whether it spread the fuzzy ooze or if it powered the fucking rocket. Think about it, man. You have the literal answer in your fucking hands. You have the script to this video in your fucking face. Are you shitting me right now?
But yes, as you can see, he did in fact kidnap the Great Zapfish. Thanks to the new Agent 3, they all make it up to the top of the rocket where they see Captain Cuttlefish had been drained from Mr. Grizz. He has absolutely no juice or life left in him. He's just a sad, dead corpse of a squid. But then Mr. Grizz appeared.
Is my capture card working? Is my capture card working? Is my Switch even on? I don't know if I don't know if my Switch is plugged in right, or if it's even. Oh, it is working. Okay, give me a second, fellas. We gotta sort this shit out. Gotta sort this shit out. Gotta sort this bullshit out. Hang on. Audio output capture. No, it's audio output capture. I think. Video capture device. Show. Properties. Oh, it's not even working. It's not working. Never mind, fellas. We're not going to do that. My capture card is not... Either it's not plugged in or it's not working, but I think it's just not working. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Hang on. It's not even plugged in yet. I haven't even plugged it in. Hang on, fellas. We almost got it. Because I gotta show this man how fucking stupid he is. I gotta end his fucking career right here, man. Like, I've never seen someone so fucking stupid in my life. It's crazy. Is it working? Properties? Video? Please? It's gonna function? If not, that's okay. I just gotta, oh, there we go. Ah, no, it's updating. Fuck. Actually, wait, I don't need the update. I don't need the update.
Someone was detected at your front door.
I don't need the update. I don't need the update. Audio output capture, I think. Or no. Cancel. It's not audio output capture, it's something. It's audio input capture. Yeah, and then gotta see this for ourselves. All right. Can you? Okay. Chat. Let me know. Can you see the game? Can you see the game? I'm gonna assume you guys can see the game. All right. We're gonna dive into this together. We're just gonna dive into this together. All right. I need you. All right. We're in Alterna right now. All right. There's Callie. There's Agent 3 or Captain 3. There's Marie. All right. I'm gonna go into camera mode. All right. Let me know when you see him. Let me know when you see him. Oh, can you? Oh, back. Oh, I see why. Oh, it's coming from... Oh. Oh, I see. Alright, yeah, let me know when you see him, chat. That's Captain Cuttlefish, right? Am I tripping balls right now? That is Captain Cuttlefish. That is Craig Cuttlefish, right? Like, in the flesh, this motherfucker's alive. Does he look dead to you? Does the man look fucking dead to you? Bro, like, are you fucking high? Does this bitch look dead to you? Does he look fucking dead to you? Look at that. Alright, that out of the way. Jesus Christ, dude. Where the fuck is my... Oh no. Audio. Okay, there we go.
And he's covered in fuzzy ooze goop as well, and he tells everybody that he is to make a restored world of mammals once again, since every single mammal seems to be extinct outside of Judd and Little Judd. Now that he has everything he needs, he will use the rocket to fly deep into space and blanket the entire globe in fuzzy ooze goodness. It seems like in his own way, he's taking after the footsteps of Commander Tartar. Well, if he had feet. The old Agent 3 runs over to Captain Cuttlefish and sheds a tear as he holds him in his...
He just said he's taking on the same role as Commander Tartar if he had feet. Bro, did Tartar have fucking hands, bro? Did he have fucking hands to begin with? I didn't fucking think so.
His arm, but that one single tear was apparently enough to rehydrate him completely as he then wakes back up. He might be a squid kite now, but he's alive nevertheless. The members of Deep Cut Up. Single tear was apparently enough to rehydrate him completely as he then wakes back up. He might be a squid kite now, but he's alive nevertheless. The members of Deep Cut help the new Agent 3 make his way to outer space, by Shiver giving him a shark motorcycle, and Fry with a giant ink tornado, and of course Big Man supplying the helmet. But Small Fry and the new Agent 3 both make their way to the rocket in outer space, and they catch up to Mr. Grizz just in time. The new Agent 3 and Small Fry team up together in order to take out Mr. Grizz. After pinning Mr. Grizz against a wall, he then
Where's the wall? Where the fuck is the wall? In the footage, his hero shot is not. Oh my god, it's not. And he threw Small Fry at the weakness, bro. That is a minus 267. That is 267 bad points, bro. That is so. Oh my god. But no, seriously, guys, where the fuck is the wall, bro? Unless the wall is John Cena. There is no fucking wall behind Mr. Grizz right there.
Explodes the rocket, sending the Inkling flying. But the new Agent 3 is rescued by none other than DJ Octavio. Yep, he's for the good guys now, and really just for the entire planet. Of course, down on Earth, what else are the pop stars to do in this time of need? Yep, sing the Calamari Incantation version 3, baby. back in space, Small Fry begins to glow a blue aura and fly up into the stars. Small Fry gathers with the marine life energy in the stars and becomes Huge Fry, which apparently is foretold as a legend. In one of the sunken scrolls, it mentions that long ago our splatted lands were almost washed away by a great flood. All was presumed lost until three lights appeared and united to consume the disaster. Thankful for their salvation, the townsfolk...
Oh my god, guys! He finally quotes directly from a fucking sunken scroll. Let's give him a round of applause, fellas. Oh yeah, he finally uses a sunken scroll in this video. This is insane.
Through a festival with 3 portable shrines as a tribute.
Also, this doesn't confirm jack about Huge Fry. It talks about the 3 tribes that Shiver, Fry, and Big Man descend from. This is not the same thing as the fucking Huge Fry shit, right? This is talking about the 3 tribes. The Onaga clan, Shivers, and like the Shark clan, I think. I can't remember the actual name. And then Big Man and the Manta Rays. Am I wrong? Silver, back me up if you can. Like, am I on the right track here? Am I like off the rails right now? I'm not wrong. Okay, because look, if we look back at the fucking sunken scroll before this ugly ass text popped up, there's the Onaga clan symbol, Shiver's clan, and then Big Man's clan right there. That's what those 3 lights are referring to.
Mentions that long ago our splatted lights appeared to a festival with 3 portable shrines as a tribute. As this wasn't only a legend, it seemed to be a prophecy as for what would happen in the future with Small Fry becoming Huge Fry and saving the day for all of our heroes. As Huge Fry now battles Mr. Grizz, it's up to the new Agent 3 and DJ Octavio to clean him of his ooze and rid of him for good. This was now the battle for the entire globe, for all Inklings and Octolings alike. This would be the final stand. DJ Octavio would fly the new Octobot, and the new Agent 3 would control the giant sweeper arm in order to clean up all the gunk off of Mr. Grizz. Eventually, after cleaning and storing enough of the gunk, they are able to fire a massive laser in order to completely obliterate.
That's not a laser. That's not a laser.
Mr. Grizz and see him flying off into space. Our new and
What? Where do you see that?
Obliterate Mr. Grizz and see him flying off into...
Where the fuck do you see that? The man blows up. He explodes. He goes kablooey. Where do you see Mr. Grizz flying off into space? Unless you're talking about the credits sequence, but he's just floating. He explodes here.
To space. Our new and unlikely heroes have done it and saved the day and also the entire planet from their impending doom. Mr. Grizz had been defeated and there seems to be no more threats for the Inklings and Octolings alike. However, even defeated, Mr. Grizz...
Look, there he is. He's right there.
Still floats aimlessly in space to this day.
He didn't fucking... Oh my god, you're fucking stupid, bro. You just said he flew off into space, and you showed the cutscene where he fucking exploded.
But what looks like the end to a very long journey is actually not quite the end yet. There's still one more part of our story that needs to be told.
Oh yeah, what would that part be, Nintendo Land? I'm so very excited to see what you're talking about. A World of Order.
We now move on to the DLC expansion for Splatoon 3, which has us with Agent 3, the new Agent 3, sitting on a subway train until eventually the world around him starts to shift and phase out of reality, until eventually we are warped into a new world where once again Agent 8 makes a return, and Pearl's here too, but for some reason in some type of drone form. They seem to be in Splatoon 2's Inkopolis Square, but this time everything's all whited out, and apparently it's the World of Order, thanks to the results of the final Splatfest from Splatoon 2. After the events of the
This was... Okay, I guess he's kind of right. Also, hi, guy. this was essentially, you know, what would have happened if Order won. I'll give him that. I won't give him a point, though. He's fucking stupid.
Expansion, Pearl, Marina, and Agent 8 went on a world tour together. Even while on this world tour, Marina could not stop thinking about the whole sanitization of the Octarians and Octolings, and how there's still green, sanitized Octarians and Octolings out there that don't remember their past. Their memories had been wiped, because Commander Tartar, in order to control them, needed to take their memories out and extract them into some other external device, which he would extract them into these things called memcakes.
Why the fuck are you talking about this now? You should have brought this up when you were on the Octo expansion section.
In between shows, Marina would work restless nights on a program called the Memverse. This program would allow Octolings to regain their memories by jumping into the Memverse and completing challenges. Once you are in the Memverse, everybody will have their own palette, which they can then fill with colored chips. There was no way for Marina to take all the memories and organize them and find out who they belong to, so this is where the Octolings themselves will come in. The memcakes left from Commander Tartar will be used to extract the data into palettes that can be filled out with color chips. The Octoling will jump into the Memverse and collect color chips, which are pieces of their memories that they can remember and fill out their palette, so that way their entire memory can be restored.
Silver, you're the lore guru. Is this true? I don't know enough for sure, so I'm relying on you. Is he cooking or is he capping? All that was true? All right.
The whole point is to make your way all the way to the top of the spire in completing challenges and missions, because as you go through repetitive floors and repetitive challenges, it helps your memory stick better, at least according to Marina. Marina had to do a lot of research and digging from Kamabo Co., which is the organization that Commander Tartar ran, and in order to do so, she couldn't do it all alone, so she hired a group of programmers and developers in order to help her program.
Bitch, where? Where? Where the fuck are these other programmers and developers at? Who are these other programmers and developers, man?
This digital world. Something obviously went haywire that brought Agent 8 and Pearl and lots of other characters into this world as well, including Oct. This is that Octoling that was good friends with Marina, but she had been sanitized. Also does not have her memories. But then this leads us to explore the tower until eventually we reach the top and find Marina herself. She seemed to be under the influence of some type of mind-controlling device, and after freeing her, we get to see the main
Okay, this all seems pretty accurate so far.
an antagonist this time around, being Order. Marina explains that Order is an AI that went rogue, who could have imagined, and apparently it wants to use grace.
Order, correct me if I'm wrong, Order is not an AI. Order is a fucking virus. It is a virus. It is not an AI. Okay, look at me, Nintendo Land. It is a virus.
Scaling in order to suck the color and life force out of all the Inklings and Octolings by sucking them into this virtual world. So it's essentially sucking their souls out from their husk of the real world and bringing them into this world, trapping them. So Agent 4 must ascend 30 floors to reach the top of the spire once again. He must complete a series of challenges that were meant for fun and helping to restore Octoling memories, but now as a way of just survival. You also have to fight back waves of fish called gelatin, which were meant to be a lot cuter according to Marina before Order took over. One of the bosses that you'll actually fight within the Tower of Order is Parallel Cannon, which seems to be a ton of Inklings and Octolings with masks on their face.
Does that look like a bunch of Inklings? And, well, maybe you could tell from the fingers, but those do not look like a series of Inklings and Octolings. Oh, Order is an AI? They fucking structured him as a fucking virus or some shit. Never mind then.
As they're seemingly being controlled. A ton of the bosses that you'll actually fight within the Tower of Order is Parallel Cannon, which seems to be a ton of Inklings and Octolings with masks on their faces as they're seemingly being controlled by Order, with the Inkling in the middle actually being Agent 4. So it seems like this.
Okay, they don't necessarily confirm that, but a lot of people have said that in their save files. Like if you have a Splatoon 2 save file on your Switch, it'll use like whatever like design you used for your Inkling in that game and like ported it over to 3. Yeah, there are, I figured as much. There are no Octolings in Parallel Canon.
This grayscaling actually pulled in lots of characters throughout the entire franchise.
It's
To
an
also
AI
get a reason
copy
why
of
Agent
4,
4
yeah.
seems to be the leader of this group, because apparently Marina actually put into the code that they wanted Agent 4 to be head of security. So it's entirely possible that this is just the code of Agent 4 and not actually Agent 4 and the Inklings and Octolings. It would also describe why we're able to actually fight them and defeat them as well. And then Agent 8 and the rest of the gang finally reach the top floor where they find the Overlorder, which essentially is just a giant ink octopus with 8 balls.
So we're just not going to talk about the other bosses. Got it.
Eyes. Then the Overlorder charges up a massive wave of grayscaling, but at the very last second, Act jumps in order to hit a...
Did he just say act, bro? He did not just say act. Act, bro. What the fuck? It's Oct. It is Oct. It is a play of the fucking German, like, version, the German translation of 8. It is not act, it's Oct. Bro, fuck off.
button on Marina's laptop in order to play a beat. And thanks to the music playing, it actually raises the vibe of all the Inklings and Octolings. So yeah, I guess music is just part of their soul. It's kind of corny, but you know, it's Splatoon. Marina and Act whip up a brand new
He said it again, bro. He said act again.
song on the DJ station in order to hype up Pearl and Agent 8. And Pearl once again uses her Princess Cannon Killer Wave in order to completely obliterate the Overlorder until we find out that it's just a small little octopus. His name was Smollusk and he was literally just completing his original task. Because of course, Marina at first wanted a world of order, a world of peace, but then she realized it's impossible. There has to be a little bit of chaos in everyday life. The more trips we continue to
did
take
not
off the
just
tower,
say
Smollusk
that
starts to learn his new role in this whole metaverse. Is to restore the lost memories of the sanitized Octolings. Then
Yeah.
those that entered this metaverse through their Sea Cucumber phone could then exit it through this elevator, as it takes them up into the real world. Being a sort of callback to the Octolings and Octarians finally coming out from underground and seeing the world above.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
From the rise and fall of humanity to the takeover of the brand new apex species being marine life, the world of Splatoon has been a crazy ride. From evil octopi to rogue AI and even giant grizzly bears, oh my. The story of Splatoon will always be an important one that stays with us Splatoon fans forever. This might be the end of a current trilogy, or maybe even the last time we see these idols and all of these agents together at once. But it's definitely not the end of Splatoon, and I can't wait to see what the next story holds.
She's really using the expansion of music, yeah. Yeah, DJ Getfish from Octoland. Oh man. Oh my god. Alright, fellas. Alright, fellas. I have a lot to say about this video. It's so bad, man. But I'm gonna let you guys I'm gonna let you guys decide. We're gonna be using the famous Costco guy scale. Is it a boom like a Costco chicken bake, or a doom like a double chunk chocolate cookie? Start voting now. What are we rating this on the Costco guys scale? Oh, like immediate doom. That's crazy. Have we all 2 votes? All right, here we go.
Someone's
Shut the fuck up. Oh man, 3 votes, 3 votes. How many people are watching this right now? I haven't even been keeping track. How many people are watching? Hey yo, 33 views, 4 concurrent viewers. That's a new record. Let's go, chat. Alexa just keeps interrupting me.
I'm not quite sure how
Shut
to
the
help you with
fuck
that.
up. Thank you. Oh man, 3 votes. We need 1 more vote. What are we feeling? Is it a boom or is it a doom? Yeah, screw Alexa. Okay, thank God it didn't actually activate with the call word. All right, going once, going twice. We're going and pull. See you, Silver. Thank you for fact checking. Congratulations, guys. This video was an utter fucking failure. Nintendo Land makes some fucking sloppy ass content, man. Oh. No! No way, bro! Holy shit! Oh my god. Hang on. He left a comment in pinned on his comment section. He's like, okay, let me say that this is not supposed to cover every super small detail and backstory of every single character. I see a lot of people thinking that this is covering the general story of all 3 games. For those that might not be super familiar with it, if I was to cover every tiny little detail, it would almost be 5 hours, and there's a video out there for that already. Which, if you guys are looking to find a video that's like actually good and better than what this motherfucker has to like say, watch the fucking 5-hour version by this creator named Jext. They actually made an entire fucking timeline explaining all the lore that exists from Splatoon, and they do a really good job of it. So if you really want a good video that talks about the entire timeline, like, this is the best one to do that.
Side.
But this motherfucker is so atrociously... Shut the fuck up! This dude is so fucking stupid, bro. I don't know how he managed to cram 43 minutes of this nonsense in one video. But, like, here's the thing, right? And I'll pull this up on my... Hang on. I gotta pull this up from Twitter. But, I noticed, and for those of you who don't remember, I made a video months ago talking about Nintendo Land and how stupid he is. But I used this tweet here. Oh, the fuck. No, stop doing that. What the fuck? I used this tweet right here. I used this tweet to base my video from that. And this video was never called this. He called it the entire Splatoon history explained. So take that how you will. Take that how you will. But the man realized that he fucked the entire story up, that people started like clowning on him in the comment section. So he had to change the video's title to The Fall of Man and the Rise of Squid. I hadn't even noticed this when I first made the video, but seeing it now, I'm just like, I'm laughing, man. This man is such a joke. It's so crazy. And, you know, like I said, they go through this entire fucking list of issues, and then this whole fucking conundrum of actual slop content. And going now to like even more recently, if you go to his channel and you take a look at his community posts, he posts this entire fucking wall of actual text ranting about how people are calling him out for the actual fuck shit content that he's making and how absolutely bad it is. So this man is a joke. I don't know how this dude has 300,000 subscribers. All 300 of these dudes should be coming to me because I deliver quality content. Quoted by me today. But yeah, Nintendo Land, I know you're probably not going to watch this actually, but you're a fucking joke and you should quit YouTube. Because even if you call this a hobby and your job, you're doing a pretty piss poor job at it. And the only thing you have to prove to this is that you keep making several, and I mean several, fucking Nintendo Direct videos, Switch 2 videos. What the fuck is this? Yeah, actually, what the actual fuck is that? What is this? He's making all this shitty content, bro. There's another Nintendo Direct video, 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 another to Nintendo Direct. It just goes on, man. It just goes on and on and on. And he's using this shitty Switch render. So when you go into your community post and you say that it's not fucking clickbait to talk about like the Switch 2, that is clickbait, my friend. That is legitimate fucking deceiving your own community, because there is no information on whether or not this is going to be an actual Switch 2. There's no information on what the fucking console is going to look like. There is absolutely no news on when a Nintendo Direct is going to happen. There is nothing. You could assume based on previous years, based on what they've done before, but those are it. Those are assumptions. But when you look at the actual titles of your videos, if you look at the actual titles of your videos, you are doing this in a way to deceive your fucking audience. You say there's no goddamn audience. You say like when there's 30,000 views on your Switch 2 video that there's an audience. Bro, those are the people you fucking clickbaited into watching your shitty content, okay? You have no riz, you have no bitches, your videos are mid, your videos are fucking garbage, and you should fucking quit the internet entirely. Because the only reputation you're gonna have is to start looking like this dumb motherfucker. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this stream has gone on for like an hour and 56 minutes. I'm gonna throw myself out the window now. So I'll see you guys next time. See ya.